SMYN News. We've been playing some games, but also the last week there are a lot of games that we played under the 8 years of SMYN banner for the podcast's 8th anniversary.
That was pretty good.
So many different games. Whether it was Frog Fractions 2.
No, it's just Frog Fractions.
I
Frog
make
Fractions
all of
2
the
is a
bug
big
porn.
Well, we did also play Frog Fractions 2.
That is true. We found it.
Oh, Jesus.
As we mentioned before, some PT. That was great. There were sports friends involved. I think the Jackbox Party Pack was really good to try out.
Mm-hmm. And then, some people who were actually, watching us were joining in as well.
Yeah, that was fun. So, lots of games, at youtube.com/SMYN Network. We have a playlist for 8 years of SMYN. If you want to catch the different highlights, I highly encourage that. It was a lot of fun, and thank you for everyone that tuned in. Really do appreciate that. But Ben, in particular, what have you been playing?
Video games.
Yay!
Still playing Heroes of the Storm.
You both, buddy.
Yeah, you're finally playing again more often.
Yeah, well, I took a little bit of a break for a while, but I'm back. We got another good insult in last time.
I think I talked about it last SMYN.
That's right.
No, you talked about plenty good insults, but this one guy, he got so mad at us that he left in the middle of a game, and he didn't realize that he didn't realize the game has a thing where if you leave in the middle of the game, you can't join another one until that game's over. So he ends up just coming back.
They just pulled him back in, and we're like, "Welcome back."
Welcome back, dick bag.
Just because last time you talked about horrible people in Heroes of the Storm, I just want to tell this real quick story about this guy. Back before you even played, Ben, this was in March. Me and my roommate and my other friend, we'd been playing for a while then, and we ran into this guy who was playing Azmodan, and he was a really shitty Azmodan. He wasn't doing anything but just... Azmodan has this thing where when you kill enough minions, you get more powerful. So he was doing nothing but that. He was not contributing to the team at all. And we were telling this guy, dude, you're not playing Azmodan right. You got to get in here and help us. And he's like, "Fuck you guys. I've played 1,000 games with Azmodan. I know what I'm doing." And we were like, this guy's got to be joking, because 1,000 games with Azmodan with an hour of 25 minutes per game is 17 straight days as Azmodan. 17 full straight days. So this guy has to be lying. And then after the game, we looked at his profile, and sure enough, he had played 936 games with Azmodan.
Oh, wow.
Did any other heroes on his account come close to
Yes, he had played 600 games with Zagara.
Holy shit.
Christ.
And yet you're still playing like shit?
And he's still playing like shit.
Oh,
that?
jeez.
Probably didn't care that much.
That's a good use of time.
To give you guys a frame of reference for how many games 1,000 is, I've played maybe 500 games of Heroes of the Storm.
Wow. And for as much as you talked about on the show.
Yeah. Still playing Heroes, playing Super Mario World still. Kind of, this last week, I've been looking into certain routes for speedrunning, and I'm not sure if I want to give it a shot or not. At the very least, I want to be able to play it quickly for whenever we do our Mario marathon. Because it's probably going to be me and our friend Kyle.
100%. It's gonna be you two, maybe Joe Bush.
Joe Bush might chime in, but I'm also going to make you and Joe Bush play some Mario hacks.
Yeah. We were seeing some videos of some Mario hacks on Vinesauce the other day.
Oh, jeez. Then, the Mario.
And I was thinking during Ben's probably played some of these.
Yeah.
It was a good chat. Here's the thing: I can't get I need to find a new ROM patching thing, because I can't get a lot of the ones I download these days to work. Hack packs, different emulators, a bunch of different sources of the ROM. And I've got about 230 ROM hacks that have already been applied to the ROM itself. So I just drag it into a SNES emulator. So I don't have to worry about trying to get them to work, because I don't know what's up with Lips or whatever it's called. I played about an hour of King's Quest today.
We gotta play that.
Ooh, how was it?
It's okay. Christopher Lloyd does a bang-up job as Old King Graham.
Yay!
I don't think the company has ever done this kind of 3D modeling before. Because it's, in cutscenes it's a little goofy, or physics are just not really there.
I really want to play it.
It's a little rough around the edges. But I'm liking it.
From what I've heard about how they structure that game, because we've been playing some adventure games this week, it's, as you said, it's, Old King Graham telling his granddaughter, stories of his past.
Rosalina. Wait, no, it's a
what's her
dolphin.
name?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, that's
the
right.
one.
And like when he takes a path that causes death, or it's not the right path, and it's like, well, that's what would have happened if I picked this choice.
Yep.
And like, and it goes back, and that's really clever.
That's
I like
kind
that.
of cool.
It's really charming so far.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get back to it. And then Life is Strange.
Life is strange.
Figured I'd save that for my last one.
Oh man.
Calling it now. Episode 5 is going to reveal it was actually the precursor to Quantum Break all along.
Episode 5's got to be like 5 hours long.
This one was significantly longer, and I was trying to like bang it out early in the morning. It's like the previous ones were like 2 hours.
I can go to bed till like midnight.
I can do that, like 3 hours. I was close to being late for work because of playing
Every
that game.
You
other
banging it out
one,
first thing in the
yeah.
morning?
Oh yeah.
every other episode I've done in one sitting, and then episode 4, it's like I look at the clock, it's like 1 a.m. It's like I have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like I can't. And then like the next day I pick it back up, and I still had like 2 more hours to go.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was sizable. It got dark. And like we can't spoil things, obviously. I think this will make for a great spoiler cast when all of the episodes are out, but this is heavy front runner for most pleasant surprise this year.
All I know is what Ben told me was that Dark texted me saying, I'm about to start episode 4, and then he texted me 3 times, like less than an hour later, this is fucked, this is fucked, this is fucked.
Yeah.
No, what happened was I texted Ben, I'm about to start. Ben texted me, this is fucked. About an hour in, I immediately know what happened. And I text him, this is fucked.
Yep. It is pretty fucked.
Can I ask, did you accept or refuse?
I accepted
refused.
I accepted the offer.
I said I don't know, and then I refused because I thought like I don't want to get a game over. But
Oh, no.
I would go back and change it. I completely would. I've felt terrible since then.
Yeah. They are not happy at you for refusing your offer, that's for sure.
I am lost right now.
Yeah,
If
same.
we
Don't
can't-
worry,
we
Rachel, we can
can't-
be lost together.
Okay, we'll be lost together,
It's
darling.
purposefully spoiler free.
Okay.
It's super good. I mean, we talked about it, at the end of episode 3, because episode 3, that ending was that was a gut punch.
I was really worried at the end of episode 3 because the only 2 ways I saw that going was, okay, either this is filler and doesn't mean anything, or nothing I've done so far means anything.
Right.
And based on what Ben's told me about some foreshadowing, I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah, there are a lot of interesting theories going around right now. I mean, the big twist at the end of episode 4 here, like, I kind of saw it coming.
I didn't trust them.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It always seemed a little off.
And then you
I-
go back and look at the foreshadowing, like from the first episode, and it's like, whoa, holy shit!
I totally trusted them. I never thought twice.
Oh, really? Oh man.
But just to confuse Doba and Rachel even further, I just want to make it clear, everything, like the fate of the entire world, is going to come down to a selfie.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me take a selfie.
It's a game that is encouraging selfie culture. So that game is a lot of fun. I mean, if you like The Walking Dead at all, or any of those kind of Telltale games, like, this is a must. You must play Life is Strange because
It's
Still gotta
better
play
than Walking Dead Season 2.
yeah.
I
Oh
still
no,
gotta
definitely.
finish Walking Dead Season 2.
I haven't finished it either.
Walking Dead Season 2 is not as good as Life is Strange.
Okay.
Season 1's comparable.
Yeah.
Season 2's not as good.
We still got one more episode. It's only going to be like 2 months.
You got the dialogue writing that's still a little weird, and like this
Oh, yeah,
episode
the-
kind of reverted a bit back to that. But I think the plotting and the characterization is really good, and some of the acting, its voice acting is spot on.
The dialogue
thing
in
of-
episode 3 is really messed up. Like,
The thing about the dialogue is, like, I keep wanting to complain that it's like, man, this is like just some old guys trying to think they know how teenagers talk.
Right.
And then, like, I thought, I haven't been in high school in 4 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how teenagers talk.
Uh-huh.
What if this is how teenagers talk? That would be
yeah.
so hella weird.
Shut up.
Wowzers.
So I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD more. I beat 4 of the organization refights.
Yeah, that's
I-
crazy.
I went like months without being able to beat 1, and then I beat 4 in one night. In a row.
Nice.
Without losing any of them.
Oh, nice. Well done.
But I'll never beat another one. My main gaming time has been given to Punch Out Wii, which is really hard.
Was Joe giving you a tough time?
Alright, so here's the thing. I beat Mr. Sandman, and he's the world champion.
Mr. Sandman.
He's the quote unquote final boss, but like not really. But after you've won the world championship, then it becomes a different game. It stops being, all right, yeah, now you go through the circuits. Now it's everybody you fought before comes back stronger, trying to take your world championship.
It's title defense, man. That's how boxing works. If you see Hajime no Ippo, that's how this shit works.
And Glass Joe is the first person. They all have things that they've changed, so they're all faster, and they have different moves and all that. And I know how the next few go. I know that King Hippo, like, tapes a manhole to his stomach, because what are rules? But Glass Joe puts on a helmet, and apparently that's all he fucking needed to be a challenge. Because I fought him, like, 20 times. I can't beat him. I can't beat Glass Joe.
Just you gotta make sure that you be specific when you're saying that.
Helmeted Glass Joe.
There you go.
Because, like, Jesus Christ, he's hard. This is a really good game. The problem is when the fights get really, really hard and require split-second decisions, the Wii Remote is a wireless controller, which means there's input lag, which means split-second decisions don't work. And I'm not blaming that for why I'm losing. This game's hard as shit.
It's still button presses though, right? It's
really
not
bad
motion
at it.
controls.
But it's like, it is still button presses, but like when you hit the button to do a dodge and then a full second later, Little Mac dodges, that makes it kind of hard to dodge some really fast punches.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like wireless lag. That sounds like the game design.
Maybe, but like, it doesn't feel like a lot of the moves are really planned around that. Because like, Sandman had a punch that lasts less than a second. Like, the telegraphing and everything lasts less than a second. It's there, and by the time you have time to react, you've already been punched in the face. So, I don't know. It's a really, really good game. I hope they make another one for Wii U. I will buy the shit out of that and play it. So, I definitely recommend it. I got it through Wii U eShop, so buy it. It's really fun.
So I have been on GTA 5, The Road to the Platinum Trophy, which is a very long road. Estimated 100 hours of playtime.
Well, at least it'll keep you busy.
Oh, it's been keeping me busy. Well, I've been on this road for a couple months now. It not only includes 100%ing the single player, which isn't actually 100%ing it. You don't literally have to do everything in the game, thank God. But you do have to reach level 100 in the multiplayer, as well as various other achievements that are multiplayer only. And this game continues to impress me with how much detail was put into everything. Like, there is something going on every inch of the map. And there are cutscenes that are part of missions that 99% of people will never see because you have to do all of the parachute jumps to unlock this mission. And it's a really funny mission that, you know, concludes a weird, nonsensical part of the first mission in that sequences. You know, it only makes sense if you do all of those parachute jumps and then this mission. There are collectibles everywhere that you need to get, and there's no official map that tells you where to get them. There's so many things in this game. This game is huge. PlanetSide 2. If you like first-person shooters online and you have a PlayStation 4, you should be playing this with me. PlanetSide 2 is a massive multiplayer online first-person shooter, and it's basically the game that I've wanted all my life. This game puts you in a giant world with 4 massive continents and 3 factions fighting for control of these continents. There is significant push and pull gameplay with hundreds of people at a time, where you try to breach through the enemy lines and take control of a base. And then you need to hold control of that base for 5 minutes as the enemy is spawning around you trying to take it back. The scale of this game is everything that I have ever wanted. And the PlayStation 4 has Spotify now, and I've discovered that the entire soundtrack to Star Wars is on Spotify.
Well, there you go.
So,
Nice.
PlanetSide 2 with the Star Wars soundtrack is like the Battlefront game that I want, but we're not going to get. Because why would you ever make a game when you can just reskin Battlefield?
There you go.
It is an awesome game to play with friends. And it's like, you know, anyone that likes online first-person shooters and has a PlayStation 4, I beg you to play this with me, because it is amazing. And sometimes you get stuck in these stalemates that are really, really intense fights, and it's kind of disappointing not to make any headway, but it's just amazing, amazing fun. And Rhythm Tengoku, the best plus for 3DS. This is the latest entry in the Rhythm Heaven franchise. I brought it with me to the wedding, and I know Doba got the chance to play it.
I loved it. Well, I played 2 of the new games, and I played all of the Fever games that you'd unlocked.
Yep. So Rhythm Heaven, the Best Plus, is the 4th installment in the Rhythm Heaven franchise, and it contains.
Dark. Isn't that a game that's out in Japan?
Well, funny you mention that, because I don't always pay for goods and services.
What? No, it's completely legal, and you have a Japanese 3DS.
No, like if this came out in America, I would buy it day one.
Oh yeah,
But
what do you mean if? When this comes out in
No,
America?
I mean
you
if.
fucking hear me, Nintendo? When this comes out in America?
I mean if, because it has 25 games from the GBA Rhythm Heaven, 25 games from the DS Rhythm Heaven, 25 games from the Wii Rhythm Heaven, and 25 brand new games. Those 25 games from the GBA Rhythm Heaven really worry me as far as this game coming out in America. Because the entire point is that you're playing new versions of old games. And I'm just concerned that recognition factor, it obviously doesn't exist in America because the first Rhythm Heaven game never came out here.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really worried about...
They could just bundle a newly translated Rhythm Heaven GBA game with it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but we know how they translate GBA games, Mother 3.
I don't know. The prospects of it coming out here are... I don't know if they're great.
I hear your reasoning and reject it.
Rhythm Heaven 3DS is definitely the best game in the franchise so far. It starts out really rough because there's a new story mode, and it's... Now, granted, I can't actually read Japanese, so I don't know what the story is, but it's terrible because it's like the world's lowest budget visual novel ever, and it goes on forever in between every single rhythm game for the first 3 hours of the game, when you just want to get to the next rhythm game and just fuck all. And also, if you're familiar with these games, the first couple hours are infuriating because they're easier versions of them with less interesting music. And later on, you unlock the original versions with the original music, and they're awesome. But it's a really rough start. But then once you get into it, all the new games are really great. I've never played Fever, but I have played Rhythm Heaven on DS, and the flick mechanic really turns a lot of people off. You have to flick on the touchscreen.
Yeah, that is really stupid. I didn't like that in the DS version.
A lot of people just straight up can't wrap their heads around it. So, not having to deal with that, you only have button inputs. You use the A button, you use the B button, and sometimes you use the D-pad. And I think it works out a lot better that way. And also now the bottom screen is dedicated to showing you how well you're doing. Like, it'll accept inputs that are kind of off, but it'll show you, you'll have some stars explode on the left if you were a little early, and on the right if you were a little late. And if you got it exactly right, you'll have rainbow stars exploding from the very center. I don't know if this game will come to America because it does have a couple hurdles to cross, and I also don't know how well Rhythm Heaven really sells in America, especially since Rhythm Heaven Fever was put out at the end of the Wii's life to die, so I don't know that it really sold too well. But it's the best rhythm game ever, by far, and I hope that it comes out in America because it deserves to, and it's really fantastic.
I've not been playing a lot recently, really. I've been playing...
Yes, you have.
Not really. I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft.
Yes, there you have.
There we go. I've not been playing a lot of different games, though. World of Warcraft doesn't really need explanations, and MMO. Fuck it. Mario Kart 7, because I like playing that with Mark at the moment, and you're just starting the Grand Prix, so soon you'll be playing it with me too, Peter.
I played 50cc, and oh my god, like I normally do 50cc with all the other Mario Kart games.
I told you to go straight to 150.
Now this game, like, how is 50cc this slow in 3DS? That's fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Mario Kart 7's really slow.
I like
It's-
Mario Kart 7, though the handling's a lot better.
And then 150cc, then it got really frustrating, and I got out of bounds in a point where I should not have, and like that, I was like, that was a fuck this game sort
How
of
did you manage
moment.
that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have to watch you next time you play it and see what you do.
Maybe.
And I've played only a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, but I've not really wanted to venture really far into it since I played it last week.
We've also
really.
just been really busy. We did kind of get married.
We did kind of get married, and then we went to someone else's wedding, and, there's been a lot of stuff. My mum went back to England after she came over. Interestingly, though, I want to quickly bring up something. I know it's not quite the what am I playing bit, but
It's relevant with Kingdom Hearts.
It is to do with Kingdom Hearts. I've just seen a bit of news that Nomura has said there are no plans to release Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix or HD 2.5 Remix on PlayStation 4.
Good.
That upsets me a little bit because I don't have a PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes sense for, when they're saying Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be on Xbox One, and how is that crowd going to know anything that's happening in that entire series? That's
Granted,
crazy.
how are they going to know anything that's going on in that entire series if they've played the games?
Yeah.
But
well, that's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because that is significant.
It is significant.
It's the same question for Metal Gear Solid and the Xbox.
It does stay on here that, another likely reason is that the PlayStation 4 requires all games to have digital versions, while both, the HD 1.5 and 2.5 remixes did not on PlayStation 3.
That's true.
Likely due to just, licensing issues.
True. Well, I mean, at least for Metal Gear, I mean, the HD collection for Hades gift. Oh, God fucking damn it. Hades blowing up. I mean, for Metal Gear, you had the HD collection for 2, 3, and Peace Walker. That was on Xbox 360, so at least you have some of it.
Did it have Peace Walker on it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I played that. I didn't think it... Okay. Fair enough. But that's pretty much just all I've been playing.
Just like, I dabbled a little bit in Mario Kart 7. I dabbled a bit in other things, and of course, the different... the 8 years of SMYN News games.
We played Smash.
We played Smash.
Yay.
Played lots of versions of Smash.
I won Smash.
Yeah, we won Smash.
I won Smash.
We did it.
Yeah.
you
Sorry,
won,
Joe.
I won.
Sorry, Joe.
We all won. We're all winners.
You gotta sing Full House theme.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't do that.
No, that'll be
we
at the
do it-
Game of the Year.
could do it
The
for
deal
Game
was
of the
at
Year.
Game of the Year.
That's right. And then also playing Life is Strange. Gosh, do buy that game. It's amazing. You gotta, if you like the Telltale sort of adventure game, but I wish I could rewind time and change that choice because I don't like how it turned out, or I didn't expect it to go this way. Play it. You gotta do it. I think it's a real standout. We said that last time with Episode 3's release, but it's a real standout this year, so do play it. Get hyped, anticipating the 5th episode, the finale. That's coming up. Games that are out recently. Speaking of Telltale adventure games, you got Game of Thrones Episode 5.
I still need to play that.
One more in that series, because that's a 6-parter. Go figure on that one. So that finale is still to come. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. the final chapter.
The final
Fun
chapter
fact,
or the pre-final chapter?
we were in line at the grocery store, and
Yeah.
I was checking Twitter and just said, "Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is out." And Peter was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Pretty much. I mean, because we had that episode all edited out, ready to go, and it's it was already out, and we're talking on Show Me News about oh, well, it's moved up to August 21st, whatever it was.
Yeah, and then suddenly, it's out.
Well, on the 23rd of July. Yeah, fucking great.
It looks fucking scary.
It looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll have to have some more scary game streams or something like that, because PT was a fun one.
Fucking hate jump scares.
King's Quest: A Night to Remember. Night to Remember is episode 1 of the 5-part series. I bought just the whole pack. $40, a pretty decent deal for a series like that. That
Yeah,
they're
it's
trying
pretty
to get their get the ground running. But Life is Strange is $20 for the whole series. So man, that's a steal. But yeah, I mean, looking forward to playing that first episode for sure. And Ben's already a good chunk into it. Angry Birds 2 because
That doesn't count. It's not a video game. Fuck off.
it's not a video game, but it's like a sequel that nobody needed.
They've caught some Assassin's Creed numbering fever.
Yeah.
They sure have. Just like fucking Solitaire on Windows 10, freemiuming the shit out of that game.
Solitaire on Windows 8 was too.
Just subscribe for $10 a year.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of these ads.
Yeah.
On Solitaire.
And then, of course, Life is Strange, Episode 4. Episode 5 probably comes out in 3 months or so.
Yes.
That's going to be really exciting.
It's such a long wait.
YouTube video recommendations. I edited a video of Rachel's and my wedding. Because I did the videography at my own wedding. What a fucking shocker. Though it did make for some stress in the morning, and it's like I didn't need that.
I wasn't in my dress yet. I just come back from the salon, getting my hair and makeup done. I just saw you in the room by yourself, stressing the fuck out, and I was like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun day."
I remember Mark talking to your dad, and your dad was saying we keep having to try and pull him away from the production standpoint because there's other stuff, but
Wow.
That's important. We had to try to get broadcasting out to different people, especially
Yeah, but the thing
across
is,
the ocean.
it was more important to actually just get the wedding done. more than anything. It's like, oh no, we can't do the wedding right now. I can't get it to work.
It didn't affect the timing. The photography made it 10 minutes late, whatever. But no, it went off fine. And if you want to see the YouTube video of our wedding, it's going to be in the show notes there.
Yes.
And also, I'll put in the playlist there of our 8 years of SMYN YouTube highlights.
Yes.
Because you should check that out. And we included in there is the Question Me Roundtable special where Rachel put makeup on Joe.
Yeah, and it was so
I've
pretty.
been getting so many comments about that at work.
Wasn't it so good though?
All sorts. Oh, it turned out amazing.
Yeah?
Thank you.
So many people. I've had friends from work just comment on. One of them was a manager walked up, was doing some work on the board, and then just casually said, "So makeup, huh?" And I was like, "God damn it!"
I'm really proud of how that edit turned out, so I'm glad.
Did your old work crush, see that as well?
Yes, she was
Yeah.
the first person to make a comment about it.
Did she really, really like it though?
Yes.
Yay!
They all liked it. They all think it turned out great.
Good. So check that out. That's my recommendation.
My recommendation would just be one video, which is Vine Souls Vinny, because I love him. I think he's hilarious. Did the Choices voice, which is a mini game on the 3DS version of Mario Party.
Yeah, Island Tour. Yeah.
Island Tour, which is apparently a really shitty game, but the Choices voice looks like a really fucking funny
It's-
mini game. So just go watch that. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Just go watch it. It's funny.
It's not terrible.
It's-
Island Tour.
I've heard it's terrible. I've never played it.
It's not terrible.
It's not Mario Party 9.
Yeah, I never played 9.
Mario Party 9 is terrible.
Oh, okay.
For my recommendation, a couple months ago, Heists finally made it to GTA Online after a very, very, very long wait. But about a year before that, the good folks at Achievement Hunter decided that they didn't need to wait because they were just going to make their own heists. So they printed out a big old map of Los Santos and drew up plans to very intricately with a lot of prep and a good $10,000 worth of equipment that they would need to get in-game. They were going to get the score of the century and rob a 24-hour convenience store. And it doesn't go well.
Yeah, Ben's
And-
shown me the ending, or at least the heist itself.
Yeah, because the first 40 minutes is like just getting a bunch
Yeah,
of
the first-
trucks.
The first good chunk of the video is just set up, and there are some funny moments in there. But yeah, the one that I'm going to link to is the very first, and afterwards, every single member of the crew would go on to plan their own heist, and none of them work.
My video is a video called Mad Dog: The Quest for Glory, and I guess
Story
I've never
for
heard
Glory.
of Story for Glory. Sorry, I've never heard of this guy. His name's Alpharad TV. I don't know. I guess he has a series where he goes on for glory and beats people. I don't know. But this
And
one,
Smash
he met.
Brothers for
Yeah.
Wii U.
Yeah, and Smash Brothers for Wii U. And he finds a guy named Mad Dog and plays Ganon the whole time. And it starts out with Mad Dog playing Link and catching his own bombs before they explode, and just goes farther down from there to the point where name changing starts happening and call outs, and it's incredible. Watch it. Oh my god, it's amazing.
My video is very recently Bill Nye, to promote the documentary that's being made, went on YouTube and made a little video of him reading mean tweets to himself.
I wanna see that.
I've seen that this exists, and I really want to see it.
Yeah, we're
It's-
gonna have to
it's-
watch it with dinner.
It's fun because nothing phases him because and a lot of the insults are by very, very, very stupid people. So
Well, he did have to debate that one guy on creationism. So.
oh sure, there was a lot of that, but a lot of people are just like really mad at Bill Nye because they had to watch Bill Nye videos in school.
Well, that's the fucking best part. What are they on?
That is
Yeah.
the best part. But here's the thing: I've been on both sides of that because I love Bill Nye videos. But when the teacher gives you a worksheet and you have to answer questions based on
Okay,
the
yeah,
video,
those suck.
and they're not in order of appearance.
That's not Bill Nye's fault.
No, it's not. But I can understand why you'd be mad at video day in school. But no, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Lots to talk about on this episode of the podcast. We're off on vacation for our honeymoon next week. So good luck
It's
with
time for the,
Question Me
Juness
Roundtable.
sponsored episode. It's time for the Juness sponsored episode.
Yes.
Oh,
God.
boy.
We'll come back and Juness will just have taken over.
Every day's great. Low prices, just buying out small businesses, the family-run shops of the area.
I'm so glad that I totally get these
Of
references.
Sminjaville. This is why you gotta play Persona.
I know I do.
But yeah, lots to look forward to. Gamescom is coming up, so be excited for that. Lots of news to come out from Europe. So we'll stay tuned to all of that. With that, I'm Peter.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Ben.
And I'm Michael McDonald.
Oh yeah, we are out. We'll see you next time on Show Me Your News.
What did I marry?
Find out more about this show and other podcasts at the Show Me Your News Network, where you can embrace your inner nerd over at showmeyournews.com. Fans can interact with other SMYNJAs at the friendliest community on the net at showmeyournews.com/forum. Show me your news! Who wants to be tickled?
I tickled you, and you were like, "Oh no, I was tired."
There's some fetishes out there.
What the
Oh,
fuck
really?
goes on when we're not there?
You don't want to know.
Well, most everything does go on when we're not there.
That's very true.
Dark satanic visuals.
What?
Just evil things.
Alright,
Dark
I already
satanic
played
rituals.
all of
What kind of voice is
Ghostbusters.
this
I
that you're
don't
putting
need
on?
any more.
Jeez. What?
I thought you were like getting ready to puke while you were talking.
Oh, sorry, I hit you really hard. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Goodness.
I'm sorry.
Who's going to call for a domestic here?
I didn't mean to. Oh, shit.
We're going to keep this as audio evidence in the podcast.
Well, then let it be known that he's a bitch. I love you. Come here. I'm sorry. I just don't know my strengths sometimes.
I just don't know my strength.
I don't know my own strengths sometimes. Sometimes they're a little rougher than I mean to be, and I'm like, oh dear, I didn't mean to hurt you.
I just picture like this morning, Rachel picked him up over her head, tossed him onto the floor, and then just elbow planted him.
Just suplex.
I'm sorry.
Suplex to elbow drop.
And that, friends, is some weird sex.
That's the best sex. I came like 5 times.
Featured in the Superplex on the SMYN network, formerly on.
Oh,